Hi, and welcome to Massell Creations. Today, I almost hate saying this, it should be a quick and painless video. I need to restock my keychains and that are letter shaped. So I have taken our white UV resin, this is from Let's Resin, and I have poured just the thinnest layer on the bottom of each one of these, just enough to coat the bottom. And then I went ahead and cured it, and it's if you've never worked with UV resin, this is the quickest and the fastest thing to work with. It's just amazing. And like I said, we just want to put a thin layer over the bottom. And I've done all of my more popular letters. I did not do like the Q, U, V, X, Y, and the Z. And I probably wouldn't have done the W, but I thought, you know, for those that have never done UV resin, I should just take a second and show how that gets done. It's so easy. You just want to make sure you go around all the corners, because UV or resin in general, any kind of liquid, likes to get bubbles right into the corner. And you want to make sure that your resin goes down to all the corners, because this will be your back. It'll be your finished back, just like that. And then I'm just going to turn my UV lamp on, and we're going to cure that. Now that that is finished, what I want to do is take our pearlescent UV colors, and we're just going to make a whatever random design we want to make in our letters. Super easy. There's no rhyme or reason to it. You just put the colors in, and then we'll just give it a gentle little swirl when we're done.
I got my gloves and my mixing cup, clear as the creek when the sun comes up. Pouring dreams into every mold, liquid glass, watch it take hold. It's a slow dance, a patient hand, time and care in every strand. Pouring my heart in resin piece by piece, capturing life in a moment's release. A swirl of color, a story untold, solid as love, clear and bold. Flowers pressed in a perfect frame, every pore's got a whisper of my name. Wood and stone, bound by art, a little craft that comes from the heart. It's a quiet song, a steady flow, a little piece of me.
Switch to the light blue because that's kind of overpowering the other colors. That's better. It's beautiful, but it's darker than I really probably should have put in there.
Pouring my heart in resin piece by piece, capturing life in a moment's release.
And I'm just, remember the resin underneath is hard, so I can touch the back with this. It won't hurt anything. And I just want to take and, if I think I need other colors, you see how that blue's kind of taking that over. You just want to swirl your colors, get them where you want them. This is a super thin layer, it's barely enough to cover the base, which means this is going to cure beautifully.
It's a quiet song, a steady flow, a little piece of me, all I show.
Seems to have overpowered the rest of my colors.
My heart in resin piece by piece, capturing life in a moment's release. A swirl of color, a story untold, solid as love, clear and bold.
Okay, those look good. I'm going to go ahead and cure those, and then we will top coat. Now our last step is just to take some UV resin and go over the top of it. This is just clear, and this will be our final layer. Like I said, this is super duper easy. Once I have all of these top coated, I'll cure them under my UV lamp down here for a little while, but then ultimately I'm going to take them outside and let them sit in the sun and get natural UV light, which cures them the best. And I'll leave them outside for probably 30 minutes or so and let them get some good old natural UV. And then we will unmold and put the keychains on them, and they're done. Quick and easy. So these have fully cured. You can see how pretty they are. And they're about half full of color and or white. Some of them need a little trimming. But I want to show you how we're going to turn these into keychains. So I'll start with, stay there, my Let's Resin sander. And I'm just going to take those little over pores right off of the edge there. Everything else looks really good. And I just have this little drill. I think I got it from Temu, maybe. I don't remember. If I can find a link, I'll put it down in the description below. And I do the same thing to all of these, so I'm just going to show you on one. So I'm just going to take a little silver one. I think the silver looks better than the gold does with it. You put whatever you want to on it. It doesn't matter. And this is just a little turntable I got from Dollar Tree. I bought it when it was only $1.25. I think they are $5 maybe now. I don't know how much they are. They're not expensive. And it works perfectly for this stuff. And I like to make it so that my eyelet goes up and down and not side to side, because when you look at it straight on, you don't see so much of it. Whereas if I was to go this way, and it's just nitpicking at that point, see how you see more of it? But if I twist it and make it go up and down, it's not as visible. And then we just take our ring and bend it side to side. Don't spread it. I'll show you what I mean here in just a second. There we go. And then we can just use, oh, I don't know. Purple one right there. We'll use a purple on that one. And then all we have to do is, I do it from the top ring so that my tassel is not hanging right down on my keychain. You know what I mean? Not on top of the letter. It's hanging on a little different level. So you can still see both really easily. I'm not going to be able to do much more. My trimmers are getting really bad for some reason today. But I'll show you what I'm talking about. So on that ring, oh, isn't that cute? That turned out adorable. And you could use all kinds of different things. You could use hearts, you could use flowers, you could use the tassels. I've got little balls. They almost look like ornaments. They're teeny tiny and they're filled with little crystal balls and all kinds of colors. You can use whatever you want to for the extra that's added. You don't have to add anything if you don't want to. On the ring, what I was talking about, when you spread that out to add it, if you spread your ring side to side instead of apart, it's a lot easier to bend it back and maintain that circle shape of the ring if you're bending it side to side instead of apart. Because when you bend it back together, it doesn't always come back together in a perfect circle. Whereas if it's bent side to side, it's a lot easier to just make them back, and it's much likelier to make a pretty circle like it's supposed to have been. So anyways, that's all there is to this. I'll get some pictures of this for you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please leave those down in the description below. I read through all of those. I love reading through them. You guys have some phenomenal ideas, suggestions, and tips. So please make sure that you add that down there if you have any ideas, tips, or tricks for me. Give us a like if you enjoyed today's video. And if we haven't already, hopefully we have earned your subscription today. It's free for you and it helps us out a ton. So I guess until next time, thank you so much for joining me. I will get you some photos and we'll see you next time. Take care. Have a great day. Bye-bye.
I got my gloves and my mixing cup, clear as the creek when the sun comes up. Pouring dreams into every mold, liquid glass, watch it take hold. It's a slow dance, a patient hand, time and care in every strand. Pouring my heart in resin piece by piece, capturing life in a moment's release. A swirl of color, a story untold, solid as love, clear and bold.